Hi guys, this is Carlin Laborio, and I wanted to show you how to start practicing on the Cambium website to show your students, your SPED students, your it could be ESL, RTI, all the things. If they have accommodations in their paperwork through their ARD committee decisions that you've made, then you need to start practicing as soon as possible all of these accommodations. They need to be trained how to use these so that when April comes along, they are ready to go and they can use these to level the playing field. So I'm going to put the link below of how to get onto this website. They do not need a login. You can actually link the website to Google Classroom if you want, and then you could have each student pull it up on their Chromebook. And I would recommend doing this with a small group of your SPED students. Get the SPED teacher on board too, because if they can work with these small groups, that would help too. And what I used to do is I would pull them one on one or in a small group of two or three, and I would show them, we would walk through how to use these accommodations, and we would practice this over and over. They need lots of repetition in order to feel comfortable using these when they take assessments. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is click sign in. They don't need a login. And then you're going to select your grade level. So let's just do fourth grade, for example. And then there's STAAR release test and STAAR practice test. So let's see. For today, I'm going to just click the STAAR release test. I wouldn't do this with my students because some districts use that for assessments and things like that. But just for today, I want to show you what the test last year looked like. So for this video, I'm going to just click on the and you'll see there's all these choices, math and everything. You can look at all of this. So we're going to click on the one that just says 2023 grade 4 reading release test. Okay. And then there's different choices here for the accommodations. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to do content language supports. This is a huge game changer. And this is new with computer testing. We didn't really use this much with the paper tests, but now that we have computer online testing, this is a huge game changer for our SPED students. Content language supports. This is where you have the little pictures and simplified vocabulary. It even gives the gist of the article. So this is huge. Spell check we had last year, but I'm going to show you a new accommodation that is brand new that they can practice right now on Cambium, called word prediction or co-writer. Way better than spell check. Start getting this into your accommodations for your students. Word prediction, it is amazing. Now, if your district can't, co-writer is very expensive. So if your district does not have that, you can still kind of do a predictive spelling on Google, but it's not going to be exactly the same. The one on co-writer, I'm going to show you what it looks like. But let's go ahead and click text to speech, where they get the questions read to them. It will also read the revising passages and questions. Auto text to speech is the same thing, but that one means it would automatically come on. Every time they click a new question, it will automatically start reading. This one means they have to click on it for it to read the question. So this really depends on the student, and I'll make a separate video kind of debating which one of those to choose. But for today, I'm just going to click on this one and word prediction co-writer. Okay, so you click on those and then you click select. It's going to ask you to test out the sound. And then you click I hear the voice and begin test now. And you can skip around to different questions when you're kind of just practicing and showing your students how to use this. So you'll see there's a box, and if you click on that box, it will read this to them. Okay, and so it also, when they're reading the story, it will give them simplified vocabulary. So this is called content language supports or content clarifiers. If they're clicking on this, teaching them to listen to this part, it won't read the passage, but it will often read the gist and things like that. There's actually a button up here that says speak passage, and it will read this first paragraph. Let's see if it works. Okay. So if they listen to this, even if they're reading on a kinder or first grade level, by listening to this first paragraph, they're going to kind of get the gist of the whole article. So this is really important to show them to not skip that and to do that. And then they have all these content language supports throughout the passage. Okay. So that's content language. Then I want to show you how the predictive spelling works. Now I'm probably going to have to go all the way to the ECR because there was not an SCR reading on last year's test. But let me see if I can find it. I think it was number 25. Okay, so here's the ECR. And notice it even gives you what that means, which is interesting. Okay, and it reads it to them. So if you go into this box and they're about to start typing, and they're going to say, maybe they're going to type the. Okay, so they don't know how to spell the, but as soon as they type the T, they have all these choices. And so they can pick which one they're trying to type. So that's a bit different from spell check, right? And I like this a lot better. Now, there is one feature that it is supposed to do that it is not doing correctly. And I have emailed TEA about this. So hopefully Cambium can fix this. But when you hover the mouse over the words like I'm doing, it's supposed to read the words to them. There's supposed to be an auditory component. And this is amazing for dyslexic kids and sped kids, which now is the same thing. But anyway, I love the auditory component. It really, really helped my dyslexic students. So hopefully they will get that fixed. And when you do predictive text with Google or when you're writing an email, it does not have that auditory component. But co-writer, which costs money, they do have the auditory component. Okay, so they would just click the, and so that's basically how that works. All right, and then I wanted to show you also, they have to either click here to have the question read, speak question. Let me show you on a different one. So they can do speak question, speak option. They need to know that that is the answer choices. Okay, and then here's all their tools. Now to get to this menu, you can also do right click as a shortcut or 2 fingers on the Chromebook mouse pad. So my students taught me that. That's a little shortcut. And then they have a different menu over here that goes with the passage. So just teaching them and letting them be comfortable and practice how to use these accommodations. I think this is so important, and this really helped my students when it came to STAAR. And I'm walking around, they're actually using the accommodations. They're not just, skipping over it. So hope this video helped, and I have some other videos that you can check out on co-writer and other accommodations. I even have a video for students that shows them and walks them through. So check those out. I have a playlist called Online Testing, and I'll put this in that playlist. Have a great day. Bye.